Hello everyone, my name is Steven, and today I want to start off with an interesting story. In 1968, a man named John Calhoun created a mortality-inhibiting environment for mice called Universe 25, which was a 101 by 101 inch cage. At one point, the population peaked at 2,200, and then everything started to fall apart. Universe 25 was empty. The mice went extinct, not by hunger, disease, or overcrowding, but from a series of abnormal behaviors. Today, I want to convince you that this isn't just a simple mice experiment. It is a fast mini version of our human civilization. Our civilization is breaking down in front of our faces. But here's the hope. You and I are here staying after school doing more than we need to. We are the ones who can rewrite our own Universe 25's ending. Only if we are willing to face the truth about what the in-between is doing to us. Going into the research details, the experiment is a mirror to reflect on us. To fully understand the in-between, Calhoun's experiment is a crucial experiment that we could reflect on. The primary drive behind his experiment was his interest in understanding how population density affects animal behavior and social structure. He simulated a situation in which a population of mice had unlimited resources but limited space. He did this experiment several times over a couple of years because the results were consistent. As the population grew, the mice began to exhibit a series of abnormal behaviors. Many female mice were unable to carry pregnancy to full term or to survive after delivery. Among the males, the abnormal behaviors range from cannibalism to pathological isolation, which is when individuals would emerge to eat, drink, and move only when the rest of the community is asleep. By the 600th day, the population was on its way to disappearing. Although physically able to reproduce, the mice has lost the social skills required to mate. Ultimately, despite the lack of resource constraints, these symptoms cause their extinction. This phenomenon is known as behavioral sink, which is the collapse of social meaning when the psychological burden of relentless interaction outweighs the benefit of physical abundance. The consequences to take away are crucial. Let's look at the numbers. In 2022, the start date of AI and modern tech explosion, global life expectancy has increased by 0.83 years. But these gains come at a cost of significant mental deterioration. Japan and South Korea's population is estimated to decrease to half by 2100. Even the countries with the largest population, China and India, will decrease to 1 billion by 2100. These ties to falling birth rates and rising social withdrawal, such as hikikomori, people who completely isolate themselves from society, refusing to face reality. These aren't just numbers. This is behavioral sink happening to us humans. It's not just adults, it's also as teens. We are the first generation growing up with AI doing our homework, apps scripting our conversations, and social media giving us fake likes. Social withdrawal is becoming more common, like the abnormal behaviors in the mice. More specifically, social withdrawal has increased from 4.5% to 9.1% today in all teens in China. We have seen the problem. Now, what is the cause of it? We ask, is it money? Is it the lack of motivation? Or is it the fear of stepping out of a comfort zone? I think it's a combination of all of them. Well, when our survival is no longer a challenge, we stop chasing what truly matters. We waste our energy on small and empty things, like arguing over celebrity drama, or paying for video game skins. We let AI think for us, and technology replace us. We have become too comfortable, too disconnected from what it really means to exist. Charles Darwin said, "It's not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change." The mice in Universe 25 couldn't change. They were stuck in a world perfectly designed, with no struggle. But we can. Our in-between is a choice. We can keep drifting into psychological passivity, or reclaim the struggle that defines our humanity, the reason that we have been selected as a species. I didn't always have this perspective. Last year, I was stuck in my own mini Universe 25. I used AI for my homework and chatting apps to help me reply my girlfriend so she wouldn't be mad of me sending the wrong thing. But I felt a bit uncomfortable. I was just going through the motions like the mice did in the later stages. Until I failed a TED laboratory experiment 2 weeks in a row. And there were a dozen possible factors that affected the result. I wanted to quit so badly. I wish that AI could come alive and help me finish my experiment. But my professor came to me. He told me that he wanted me to work on this experiment alone, intentionally, to let me feel the failures and learn from them firsthand. He said something that really touched me. Struggle isn't an impediment. It's the thing that you have been avoiding from. So I kept working on my experiment. I watched numerous Bilibili videos. I asked to watch other members run their experiments. At the end of the 3rd week, I finally got my results. The real accomplishment wasn't the data. It was finding purpose in the hard work. Importantly, we need to understand that our survival depends on maintaining our social structure. And here are 3 simple actionable steps you can take today. First, choose productive struggle over effortless comfort. The mice lost their social skills because scarcity was eliminated. We have to find our own struggle and grow from them. Second, create meaningful conversations. Vulnerable and honest interactions are the key to solving behavioral sync. Third, keep in mind that we are blessed to have a place to call home, a community that we belong to. Set small goals that are tied to something bigger, something worth striving for. In conclusion, what is Universe 25? It is a world perfectly designed for mice that then turned into a dystopia in just 681 days. The mice in Universe 25 never failed. They didn't have to. But failure is how we learn, how we grow, and how we find purpose. Struggle isn't an impediment. It is a phase to fight for. Thank you.